Okay, folks, this is an instructional video on how to use your course checklist and grade calculator. Now, if you're not enrolled in this specific class, your grade calculator will essentially still work the same way. Okay? What this will do is it will list all of the assignments individually that are due within each weekly module. In this class, we have polling, which is worth 1 point, quiz, which is worth 10, video exercise, which is 5, a case study is 5, and a reflection is 45. I would strongly encourage all of you to download this from Blackboard and then just save it to your desktop. Fill it in as you complete assignments and you are awarded points. And that way you can always check your grade. So let's say throughout the first 2 weeks of the class, you've completed all of the assignments. You got a 1 on the polling, you got 8 on the quiz, you got a 5 on the video, you got a 4 on the case study, and you got a 32 on the reflection because you didn't quite understand what I was wanting yet in the class. On the second week, you got a 1 on the polling, you got an 8 on the quiz again, you got a 5 on the video, you got a 2 on the case study, and then on the reflection, you improved and you did quite a bit better this week and you got a 40. So you would enter those 2 grades. If you want to see what your grade is at this particular moment in the class, what you would do is come below those, click on that FX for the formula. You want to sum those grades. So you're going to click OK. Then you're going to show your computer which grades you want added up. So you're going to highlight those and put them all in the box. You'll click OK. It'll tell you that you've earned 106 points. You want to do the same thing for the points possible. You want to sum those. So now you can see that you've earned 106 out of 132 points. So you're like, what is my grade? You can use the calculator on your phone or whatever you want to. But you know that you've earned 106 out of a possible 132. So you take 106 and divide it by 132. That equals 0.803. So if we turn that into a percentage, we just move the decimal twice. That is an 80%. That's a B. Okay. I would take this, if I were you, I would then back up 2 steps so that I don't have those summed grades right there. Just clear those off and now save this so that you've got this progress saved. You can come in the next week and just add your grades back in here. And you can do it again. Now don't sum it here and then sum your grades here because then it's going to get some of those will be entered in twice. And you're not going to want that to happen. But this is how you would go about calculating your grades. So at any one point in this class, you can calculate your grade. I would strongly encourage you to do this yourself. Do not rely on the grade that Blackboard gradebook gives you because many times that is an average percentile grade, which is not how the grades are calculated in this class. If you have questions or something like that, please let me know. I'll do my best to answer them, but hopefully this is pretty straightforward about how to use the grade calculator and the checklist in this class to make sure that you're staying on track.